Hello, my name is Alexander Bassam. I'm presenting Electromagnetic Theory project. Over the years, telecommunications have undergone major changes due to the growing demand of users for better experiences and quality in mobile communication service. The first cellular networks were designed to make wireless phone calls. That technology was known as 1G. Later, 2G emerged, bringing new services such as instant message, but still with a low data transfer speed. This led to the development of 3G with the incorporation of the internet into electronic device. And years later, the 4G with the optimization of this service to the present day. However, the constant development of the world and technology oblige us to develop new systems that meet the needs of the market, which is growing every day. That is where 5G arises, a solution to the new demands in large volume of users linked to the internet services and communication. What is 5G? 5G is an opportunity that will benefit the business sector and civilizations. Will be a fundamental tool in the development of smart cities. It will allow the development of new services and make existing services more efficient. 5G technology integrates the next generation of mobile standards and brings with it the promises of improving the end user experiences by offering new applications and services capable of achieve multi-gigabyte speed, as well as to significantly increase performance, quality, and reliability. In addition, it promises an improvement of 5G networks through artificial intelligence (AI), which will give a meaning to data manage and orchestrate network resource and provide intelligence to connect an autonomous system. Economic aspect. According to the third-party study, it is estimated that 5G network will generate an economic benefit of approximately 12.3 trillions at the level of 2035, where much of this profit will be in the manufacturing sector in the acquisition of 5G equipment. On the other hand, the ICT sector presents an economic growth and it will generate investment in communication service in order to meet the new needs for the environment. According to a report by European Commission, the cost of implementation of the 5G network in 28 states is estimated at 56 billion, which in turn generate an economic benefit for or 130 billions and new source of employment. Despite all the economic benefit described above, it is essential to generate a study of the market in order to establish the magnitude of its implementation in Ecuador and its feasibility by sectors, since only in the urban sector will benefit initially. Social aspect. The industrial sector estimates that 5G network will have its first implementation in urban areas where is a high population density and high demand, improving mobile broadband. On the other hand, rural areas, due to the low demand for these services, will lag momentarily due to the high cost involved in adapting the sector to the implementation of this technology, thus creating a digital divide. It is therefore essential that the authorities establish benefit for those sectors that are lagging behind.
Another thing to consider is the technical aspects. There are some topics that make the 5G network a complete efficient and cost-effective system. The use of millimeter waves is a new proposal that allows to cover new frequencies, thus reducing the saturation of the electromagnetic spectrum and allowing a greater speed of communication. With the use of remote cells, MIMO, and beamforming, it will not only cover large areas, but it will also handle a lot of data which will be managed and directed specifically to mobile devices. Finally, the use of this technology will facilitate communication in real time, not only between people, but also between electronic devices, making way for the Internet of Things. About environmental and health aspects, the discussion of whether wireless communication networks have negative health effects is not a new issue. Whenever a new wireless network technology comes up, this discussion has existed. It is public knowledge that the radio frequency waves used by the telecommunication infrastructure are part of the non-ionizing type. Despite that, there are several scientists who argue that 5G technology is and will be harmful to society because its implementation consists of using waves with higher frequency than previous generations. In addition, they claim that various laboratory experiments have been carried out to conclude that long and constant exposure to radiation generated by 5G waves cause several health problems, such as cancer and tumors. On the other hand, entities such as the Federal Communications Commission have. In conclusion, it is expected that with the development and implementation of 5G technology, it will play a major role in economic terms and in improving user experiences. Despite the large profits it offers, some operators doubt the real performance of the same due to the large investment demand. This is therefore necessary for the government and all regulatory agencies to analyze the market situation in order to establish economic policies aimed at promoting the development of this technology, without neglecting its predecessor, which will also require new regulations which will allow a balance between the social groups that employ both services, thus narrowing the digital gap between 5G and 4G users. Thus, the government should also generate new proposals and allow foreign intervention in the development of these projects in order to generate profitable investment and at the same time new sources of employment. Thanks.